What if I told you that true freedom isn't just about avoiding the storms of life, but learning to stand firm in the middle of them? In a world where pain, loss, and frustration seem inevitable, true liberty comes not from what happens to you, but from how you respond. Imagine living a life so unshakable that even the harshest challenges, death, illness, betrayal, cannot move you. It sounds impossible, doesn't it? But there was one man centuries ago who mastered this art. His name was Apollonius, a Stoic philosopher whose teachings transcended time. His life was a living testament to the wisdom of Stoicism, and the lessons he taught can change how you approach every challenge in your own life. Apollonius didn't just endure pain, he mastered it. He was a man who faced the sharpest of pains, the darkest of losses, yet remained unshaken. How? Not by suppressing his emotions or pretending the storms weren't real, but by refusing to be ruled by them. Imagine tomorrow you lose everything, your job, your wealth, maybe even your loved ones. How would you react? Would you collapse under the weight of grief and despair? Or could you, like Apollonius, stand firm, not by denying the pain but by rising above it? This is the true essence of Stoic wisdom, the ability to face adversity and remain grounded, not because you don't feel the pain, but because you choose not to let it control you. In the words of Viktor Frankl, a modern philosopher and survivor of the Holocaust, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. This was the mindset Apollonius carried with him, embracing the power to choose his response no matter what life brought his way. Here's where the real power lies. Apollonius wasn't just calm, he was also passionate. He could ignite the hearts of his students with his wisdom, yet he wasn't consumed by frustration when they didn't understand. He knew that true strength wasn't in overwhelming others with knowledge, but in guiding them with patience and clarity. Most of us swing between extremes, too harsh or too soft. We get angry when people don't meet our expectations, but real strength lies in balance. It's knowing when to push forward and when to be gentle, knowing when to fight and when to let go. The power of Apollonius was in his ability to remain a beacon of calm while still being fierce when necessary. This paradox, being strong yet gentle, is the heart of true leadership, and it's something we can all learn to cultivate. In the words of the great modern philosopher Alain de Botton, the trick is not to be afraid of being different, but to embrace it. Apollonius didn't lead by being like everyone else. He led by embracing his unique ability to balance strength and gentleness. He wasn't perfect, but he understood what it meant to truly live by his principles. And then, there's humility. Apollonius didn't seek recognition. He didn't need the world to acknowledge his wisdom or his teachings. Despite being one of the greatest minds of his time, he always kept his sense of humility. Why? Because he knew that true greatness isn't in the accolades. It's in how we live and how we make others feel. In a world where everyone is seeking praise, Apollonius chose to be a man of integrity. He lived not for applause, but for the quiet satisfaction that comes from living in alignment with your values. His greatness wasn't in his words, but in his actions. As contemporary philosopher Marcus Aurelius, himself a Stoic, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Apollonius embodied this idea by cultivating a life of integrity, not for the approval of others, but because it was right. In a world where every favor seems to come with strings attached, Apollonius teaches us a crucial lesson: how to receive without becoming dependent, how to accept kindness without losing ourselves in the process. When we're given something, be it a gift, love, or help from others, it's easy to feel indebted. We often carry the burden of owing something in return, but Apollonius understood the true freedom of receiving without strings. He wasn't cold or dismissive, But he also didn't let the kindness of others define his worth. What if you could live this way? What if you could accept all the blessings life offers without feeling like you owe the world in return? What if true freedom is found in knowing that kindness doesn't make you weak, nor does it entrap you? So, what about you? What would it look like to face the storms of life and remain unmoved? What if you could live like Apollonius, steadfast, balanced, and at peace with every challenge that comes your way? Today, take just one step. Choose one moment where you won't let external circumstances dictate your inner peace. Whether it's a small frustration or a bigger challenge, embrace the stoic mindset of strength and serenity. It's a choice, and it's yours to make. True freedom is not given, it's taken by you. If you found value in Apollonius's wisdom, I ask you to take a moment to reflect. Embrace this stoic mindset and share it with others. Like, comment, and subscribe. Join me on this journey to true liberty, where we stand firm, no matter what the world throws our way. Take yours.